Again, though, the standard is as long as you have at least one MLA formatted page written, then you can participate in the peer review. How do you participate? Let's talk about this because it's different online than it is in the classroom. And my peer reviews are more rigorous than other instructors, it seems like, because I have students that they want to just write great on the other student's paper and they want me to give them points for that, and I won't do that. In order for you to get points for the peer review, you're going to have, first of all, you have to submit your own paper to participate, and then you will receive papers from 2 other students, which you will review and provide feedback on. So, of course, the first step is to click the blue submit button so that you can upload your own draft of the rhetorical analysis paper. Again, those instructions are here. There's many, many links to those instructions. I'm sure you can find them. They're also in the rhetorical analysis toolbox in modules. Anyhow, after you submit the paper, that's due Thursday before 11:59. If you don't submit it on time, you will not get to participate in the peer review, and I'll have to just give you a 0. So you have to do this on time. On Friday morning, Canvas will automatically push you papers from 2 other students in the class. These will show up in your to-do list in Canvas just like an assignment from me. So like when you go to the home screen, you should see papers here under to do. I can't remember what it looks like on the student view. It might be their name that you see, or it might say peer review, grade this paper. I don't know, but it should show up in the to-do list. If it doesn't, for some reason, never fear. Just go back to the peer review assignment and you'll find it there, right? So go back to the assignment where you submitted your paper, right? And you should, for the student, I'm not sure where on the page it shows up, but I think it's here. You will see the 2 papers that have been routed to you, and then you click on them to get to them and give feedback. Now, look, I want a specific kind of feedback here. Let's talk briefly about that. This page gives you some great ideas about how to give good feedback, okay? In addition to that, there are some specific questions that you have to answer in your feedback. I do this because I want to be sure that the feedback you provide to those other 2 students is helpful. Feedback that says things like, you're on the right track, but you just need better flow in your sentences. That's not helpful because it's not specific enough. No one really knows what the heck you mean. So I don't give points for feedback like that. Unfortunately, I'll have to give you a big goose egg for points. So be sure that your feedback answers all of these questions, right, as you are going through the person's paper. Some of them are very straightforward, yes or no, right? If the student slipped into using I statements, tell them to stop that because academic audiences do not expect it and it will hurt their grade. Same with this, it's just yes or no, but a lot of these other questions are more complex than that. You're going to have to write a little bit to answer the question. Where do you put the feedback? Let's talk about that. Look at this wonderful link I have here. This is from the Canvas help thing, okay? It says go into the peer review assignment. You will see your peer reviews. Then you go in there, and then you can see their paper. Now, this is the really great part. There's a couple ways to do this. Some students like to type the answers to my questions right in the add a comment box and hit save. That's fine. But another cool way you can do it is if you click view feedback, like it says here, you can write right on their paper just like I do. You can highlight grammatical errors. You can use the little blue balloon, and then you click that, and then you type what issue you see. You can put a little blue balloon by the introduction and say, hey, you did a great job providing some specific facts about CTE, but you forgot to include a citation for the facts from Shoemaker. Or you could say you did a great job explaining what CTE is, but you forgot to introduce the article that you're going to analyze, whether that's Washington, Graham, or Koch. So these do make it helpful. I think it's helpful for students to have the comments right directly on the paper. But if you're struggling with that because of your device or other reasons, then you're welcome to type the answers to type your feedback here in the add a comment section and hit save. right? So again, this explains how to do that. I don't have a rubric. There's no rubric that you have to deal with. You just need to answer my questions, right? You need to answer these questions about their paper in your feedback. Like it says here in the assignment directions, the feedback for your partners is due by Monday. Plenty of time, right? And again, I give you a fair amount of time to create the feedback because I expect you to really dig into this, because the better feedback you give them when you think about these things, it's going to help your own writing as well. It's not just going to help them. If you have questions about this or run into any problems, you message me and I'll help you out. But the first step is you've got to get it submitted on time, your draft. Because if you don't get your draft submitted on time, it won't push papers to you and you can't participate. That is about it. I did add one extra page in here. I added this to your to-do list because I want to be sure that you provide the feedback, right? This basically just reminds you to do it, and then it says, look, go back here to find the papers and make comments on them. Because if all you're doing is submitting me your paper and you don't provide feedback to anybody else and you get feedback from other people, I mean, that's kind of rotten, isn't it? That's not what we want in an academic setting. If they're going to take the time to read your paper and give you feedback, you need to provide feedback to the two students that came your way. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully this reminder will help. That's all I have. You take care. Let me know, as always, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.